For the first time ever, we have a plan to tackle some of the most urgent crises of our time.
The Green New Deal.
It's been put forward by Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez,
The Sunrise Movement,
and Justice Democrats.
Here's what it is.
The Green New Deal calls for achieving net zero carbon emissions by 2030.
guaranteeing everyone a good job and providing targeted investment in low-income communities and communities of color.
That means upgrading every building and mode of transportation in this country.
And upgrading our entire power grid to achieve maximal energy efficiency.
Leading climate scientists have said that the only historic parallel to the kind of mass mobilization we need to avoid economic and climate disaster
Is the mass economic plan the United States underwent to build arms for World War II.
A mobilization that created the modern American middle class.
That's why the Green New Deal is not just another climate policy.
Like FDR's New Deal, it is a call to redefine politics and establish a new social contract for America.
In line with the economic and ecological realities of the 21st century.
It is one where no matter the color of your skin
Where your parents are from,
Or how much money you make,
you are entitled to basic rights,
to a good job transforming our country,
to clean air, water, and food,
and to a stable climate able to sustain human civilization.
it is about firmly saying no one should have to live in fear of losing the people and places they love to a crisis that we have the power to stop.
The original New Deal created the greatest middle class America has ever seen.
But many of its promises were deliberately kept away from people of color and women.
Today, the youngest, most diverse, and most female working class deserves a renewed investment that allowed so many Americans to prosper in the 20th century.
The UN's IPCC report last October by the world's top climate scientists laid out in stark terms how we have 12 years to transform our economy and society to preserve the stable climate that human civilization depended on for millennia.
We don't rise to the challenge. The wildfires, hurricanes, and heat waves that claimed thousands of American lives in the past few years will claim millions of lives within our lifetimes.
The science is clear.
The solutions are ready, overwhelmingly popular, and would create millions of good jobs.
Now politicians have a choice.
Will they find the courage to stand up to the fossil fuel billionaires who bankroll both parties?
Or will they choose to condemn millions of people to a future without the livable planet human civilization has depended on for millennia?
The Green New Deal is gaining momentum. Hundreds of organizations and politicians have already endorsed it, and nearly all of the major Democratic presidential contenders in 2020 say they back the idea.
Now they all have an opportunity to back up their words by sponsoring this resolution.
That's what any politician who wants to be taken seriously on climate and economic policy will do.
It's time for a Democratic Party that fights for big solutions that match the scale of our crises.
Climate change,
Skyrocketing inequality,
And deepening structural racism.
we're going to be taking the fight for a Green New Deal to every corner of America. We're going on a 15-city tour and a 50-state campaign starting in early primary states to build the political and public support for the Green New Deal.
If you're a Democrat running for president or for Congress,
We're calling on you to co-sponsor and support AOC's Green New Deal.